was on that? It was LeBron, Kendrick Perkins, Leon, DeMarcus Nelson, East Cayley, Tim Pierce, John Winston. Remember John Winston, like 6'4". Because he was he was super ranked. Like in ninth grade, I think it was LeBron and then him.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Like in ninth, 10th grade, yeah. So we had a nice squad.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. I'm Kenny Edwards. You're here with the Rec Center. We got a very special guest today, one of my former teammates, arguably one of the best players that ever hoop at Oakland High. And we definitely going to get into that because there's some talent that has come off of MacArthur Boulevard. So without further ado, Mr. Ayinde Ubaka. What's going on, Ayinde?
Nothing, man. Just happy to be here, man. Good catching up with you.
Hey, we was talking a little bit off camera. You got me dying laughing about some of the stories, so I know the supporters, they're gonna love it. But just getting straight into it, man. What rec center you grew up at?
Franklin Rec Center on 10th Ave, right there in the start of East Oakland, man. Great rec center. John Hill, of course, got to give a shout out to John Hill, man. Learned a lot from him. Yeah, so Franklin Rec Center, man, where it went down.
Yeah, that's dope that you mentioned John Hill because I went to church with like his wife and Freddie Brand and Treva and all them. Yeah, I went to church with them. Grew up there. But that's off topic. So you've been crossing people over pretty much all your life. But how did you get to Oakland High? Like, from a lot of the people we've interviewed, they were either recruited or they had friends that were going to that school and they wanted to all play together. But like, I feel like you got to Oakland High, you was by yourself. You just showed up and then the rest was history. How did that happen?
Man, I think that's exactly what it is, man. It was in my neighborhood, in the district. Like, my dad really wasn't into sports, so I just went to the school that's closest, and it happened to be Oakland High. Like, I wasn't recruited at all. Like, I didn't really look in, like, how now they, like, look to go to certain schools. I was like, shit, I'm just go whatever schools in the district and figure it out. And look, I fell into a great situation with you guys, man.
Man, so just to paint the picture, so Ayinde came, his freshman year was my senior year, Jermaine Washington's senior year, Dante Campbell's senior year, Antonio Williams Parker's junior year. And so, like, we had got done, like, the last 2 years, we haven't done anything. And Ayinde shows up, like, during tryouts. And he's a freshman, so I'm just like, all right, he's going to be down there with JV or whatever. Man, this dude walked in the gym. I never seen, look, I watched Adriel Burrell. I watched Doug Cattell. I've seen Steve Moran. I've seen some of the best ball handlers to come out of Oakland. I never saw anybody have the ball on a string like you did, even as a freshman. Like, where did you get those handles?
Actually, we didn't really work on it. Like, how you know these guys, they work on handles now. We never really worked on handles. I think it's just from coming playing 21, playing against 3 or 4 dudes. You know, you're getting trapped. Things like that, just different type of defenders. You got short dudes, you got taller dudes, you got long dudes, and just having to dribble through a bunch of people to score, to even get a shot off. Yeah. You know, down at Park Boulevard, man, playing against grown men. Yeah. They pushing you around, throwing you around. You know, I was tiny, so you know what I'm saying, they locking me up. Boom, you got to figure it out. You know, you get kicked off the court, you come back, you got to figure it out.
Try something different. Yeah. All right, so you get to Oakland High. You get to Oakland High. And you're placed on varsity as a freshman. Then you're placed in the starting lineup as a freshman. Like, what's going through your mind? Like, are you aware of, like, okay, we about to make our title run? Or are you just like, I was just here to have fun and shit, I don't even know how to play varsity.
Hey, I was there to hoop. Like, honestly, I don't know if you noticed, I didn't want to play varsity. I made the varsity team, and I told Coach Watkins and Coach Vieira, I was like, why are you putting me with the older dudes? I want to play with my friends on JV. Like, just put me down there. And I was like, dude, you know, Dan, like, you can't play JV. I said, yes, I can. I can prove myself.
I can prove to you that I should be on JV.
I play much better with them. I'm like, no, man, you just got to play up there. Just trust me. I was like, all right, man. I went and played, and it honestly wasn't any different. But, I mean, the physicality, of course, but I was used to playing with grown men. Like, honestly, I never played with kids. Like, so, other than my friends. Like, I didn't play with kids. I'm at the park playing with grown men, and I'm more comfortable, you know, You know, kind of know your place. The grown men, they put you in your place. You know, if you're messing up, they put you in your place. Yeah. You know, if you're not playing if they put you in your place. So I was more comfortable with that. But I was like, dude, I want to play with my friends for once. Like, I never got this opportunity to play with my friends because I was always thrown somewhere where I'm playing with grown men, and it's fun, but it's not like playing with your friends.
Nah.
And like Coach V, I made that team, man. I was like, dude, I do not want to play varsity. Like, how he is. What are you talking about, kid? Right. I'm like, I don't want to play varsity. I want to play with my friends. But I guess I don't threw me up there, and I just had to figure it out.
Nah, man. Even if he would have put you on JV, I think as a team we would have went down there and got you. Like, because it was set up like we had all been playing together since we were in the 10th grade. Like me, Tay, Jermaine, right. All been playing together. Even Mossy, we was familiar with him. Right. And a lot of other guys too. And then my best friend, like still to this day, my best friend, like he was supposed to start that year. It was like set up for him to start. And then I'm looking at him and I'm like, hey, I love you, dog. Like you my best friend. Like, I swear to God.
Oh, who was that?
I don't want to say his name. And I'm like, hey, but that freshman is something different, dog. Like, just come off the bench. He gonna start, and we gonna try and run this thing. And we did. So.
Oh yeah, we ran it, man.
Yeah, that was a funny year. But I feel like, okay, so in 2000 we win the OEL, but I feel like we don't get a lot of respect, and I feel like our story doesn't get told a lot. So, like, we just kind of got to get into like that year because we pretty much scraped through the non-conference. Then we only lost to like Tamalpais, Nevada Union.
That's some big guys.
Yeah,
Tamalpais, they were huge, right?
Oh, bro, they were like D1 college, like.
Yeah.
The point guard was like 6'5". Yeah, and big, right. Like not even like skinny. Yeah, it was. Bro, I walked on the court and I was like, and then we lost to St. Mary's.
Mm-hmm.
And then.
And the crazy part, like I was just along for the ride, man. And honestly, like people tell me, "Oh, you played on that team." I was like, I didn't do anything really. Like I was just out there.
No, yes, you
just
did.
Trying to get.
No, you did a lot. You did a lot.
I didn't feel it though. I feel like I just was getting in where I fit in. You know, had Tone on the wing, had you guys down low. We giving the ball to Tone. I felt like pretty that much. Was like a Philadelphia 76 team. And I was Tone's Eric Snow. Hey man, I'll be up.
I guess I was Theo Ratliff or George Lynch or something.
But we knew our role.
That's how our roles, man. We knew our roles.
I didn't want to score really. And I remember, like we talked off camera, man. You used to have to tell me, man, you better take him, shoot the ball. I'm like, well, Tone's scoring. Like, why would I shoot? And you're like, man, you ain't no freshman no more, man. Pick it up.
Nah, man, because you could do it all. You could do it all. I mean, you and Tone were like a one-man press break, right? So we didn't really need to run a press break offense. It was like, give it to them. They're going to dribble through everybody, get it past half court, so let's set up, right? But teams were starting to like double Tone. And really focus on him and leave you open because they didn't know who you were as a freshman. I'm like, bro, you gotta shoot the ball. I don't care if you miss it. They just gotta be able. They just gotta play you honest. Just shoot it. And I felt like I had to give you the confidence you didn't have yet. Like we believed in you. Like, bro, shoot the ball. Like we believe in you.
And that's great. I'm coming from 8th grade. I got 10 grown men. So I'm bringing it back to what I said earlier about the part. How the older guys kind of guide you through and tell you what to do, and you don't do that until they tell you what to do. Right. So I'm coming, trying to fit in. I'm like, okay, no, we don't need you to fit in. We need you to play ball now. Like all that stuff you're doing in practice, you got to do it now. I was like, oh. Then don't get double. Boom, he swinging to me, pump faking, going in and throwing up. You're like, shoot the ball or go sit down. Like shoot the ball, go sit down. But you kind of do need that. Yeah. Like I'm just an 8th grader playing with grown men. Like a couple months ago, I was in 8th grade, man. I'm playing with grown men on a championship team.
It's crazy.
And I didn't know, I didn't know it was that big, but we ended up being a championship team.
Yeah.
And the way you guys led us, man, was crazy. Especially me personally. Like I couldn't have succeeded without you guys building me up, giving me that confidence. If you specifically, no, you tell me when I'm doing wrong, you crack me. When I'm doing good, you're like, yeah, let's go. And like y'all don't know what that did for me. They give you a boost of confidence. Like, okay, I can play with these dudes. Like they want me on the team. I'm not just a little freshman they have to pick up. Like
you was one of us, dog. You was one of us. Because
Right.
I was
I
just
didn't know
tired
that.
of losing. I was just tired of losing, bro. Like football, we would never win. Basketball, we was never winning. I'm like, bro, this is my last year. I'm tired of losing. Hey,
Right.
he the start freshman, senior, it don't matter. He's on the team. He's starting. We either gonna have to lift him up or he got to go. But the talent is there, so let's just lift him up. You know what I'm saying? So, shit, it was
Yeah, exactly. You said, lift him up, he got to go.
lift him up or he got to go. And I ain't losing.
Hey, I thought y'all wanted me to go a couple times. I was like, oh shit. Went up to curl into a ball. Let me just pass this ball, not turn it over. Pass this ball and get these dudes a ball.
Oh no, it was times I wish I was 3 years younger, so I could play with you for four whole years. Like this dude gonna do it. But okay, so then we win the chip, right? And then all the seniors leave, and then it's like shit, all underclassmen. Like walk me through your next 3 years of like Oakland High, where I feel like were you guys winning your sophomore, junior, senior year? Like how did that work?
We were probably middle of the pack, especially after you guys left. Was Tone the senior with you?
Tone was right after me.
He was right after you. So
So
that
your
next
sophomore
year
year was his senior year.
Okay, yep. We were solid that year. You know, everybody was coming for us. Like we had a solid backcourt still. And just the same kind of thing, kind of hustle players around Tone. Tone was still a man. We still giving him the ball. You know, but I made leaps. Like I shot a little bit more. Shot a little bit more because I got comfortable in my role.
Right.
So that year I shot a little bit more, probably middle of the pack. Had a couple big wins, but we're just up and down. You know, I'm a 10th grader. We're 9th graders a couple months ago. Brought a couple people up from JV, and we still didn't know how to play, you know. So that season was really kind of a wash. And then the real season was our junior year.
Okay.
We jumped back on it. We really jumped back on it. Yeah, we got.
Who was on that team?
You remember Isaiah Buckley?
Bro, I remember he dunked on me and everybody ran on the court. Of course I remember that. But I wish, like, he was a freshman when you were a freshman and we were trying to get, like, we wanted him because the only thing we were missing was a big.
No, he was a sophomore. I think he was a year older than me.
Okay.
But I didn't have him my senior year. Yeah. I didn't have him my senior year. So we got Big Zay in there, and that just changed things around.
Man.
Like that presence. And he was athletic too. He can play.
Yeah.
Like IQ.
Yeah.
Long, 6'7", holding down the paint. And that's one thing we just didn't have. Like we had you guys, of course, when we were undersized. You guys taking charges, but it's nothing like a big 6'7",
right.
long dude scared to come in there. I can pressure the ball now because I know I got a little shot blocker that'll change the things in the middle. So we got Isaiah. I think that changed our whole team, man. And I don't know if you remember Ray Brown.
Of course I remember Ray.
5'11", 6 foot.
He used to tape his hands like a boxer.
Oh my God. Hey, he was a heart and soul of our team. He was a heart and soul of our team, man. He take charges. He got Leon. He got all the bigs and give him a run for their money. Like I'm not gonna say he got the best of them, but he held it down, man. We held him. We had Worm, Darius Parker.
Worm. Yeah, that's a boy. That boy could shoot it. That boy could shoot
man,
that boy
could
shoot
that thing, man. He could shoot that thing. He was solid, man. Super clutch, man. Yeah. A lot of games, they double triple me. I just swing it to him. Wop. They gotta stop now. Yeah. They gotta stop. So we had him at the wing. Then we had, I remember Martell.
Yeah,
Martell Israel.
Yeah. Okay, I know this team. Okay.
Yeah, no, we're solid. We're solid. Had Barku, a couple other guys off the bench, and we're scrappy. Yeah. We're scrappy, man. That junior year, super scrappy. Played together. Like it was no one superstar. Everybody had their role, man. And that's the thing. Like everybody, Inde did it. No, I had a team. Like I had some scrappers, man. Some little East Oakland scrappers. Play, man. Art. And we just played together. And of course, we had Coach V. Coach Vieira, man, brought everything. Yeah.
Oh, Coach Vieira, man. Coach Vieira was a great coach.
Great. He doesn't get enough credit, man. Like people don't talk about Coach V these days, but dude, he'll take anything and make something out of it. I'm telling you, man. He was so positive, so knowledgeable about the game. Yeah. So knowledgeable, man. And he brought the best out of you. Yeah. Like he wasn't one of those coaches that'll put you in a weird situation and make you figure things out. He put you in the correct situation for your skill set, your confidence. It's like he'll pull people out the game like you're not confident enough, son. Like he'll pull me out the game. Like I need you to score more. I'm like, dude, but he was open. Like, but we need you to score. Yeah. I was like, okay, yeah. Like he don't care who. He held everybody accountable. Like he was just a great overall coach, man. Like
Yeah, I
he
feel
didn't
like they
get
don't talk about him just because he wasn't there that long compared to some of the other coaches in the
right,
OAL. You know, like
right,
Clint. Clint was at Fremont for years. You know,
right.
Frank Knight. You know, he's just been through the OAL forever.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Mo was at Mac for like 20 something years. So I think Vieira just his window was small, but what he did in that small window and then grooming Orlando to do what he's doing now,
Right.
yeah, Vieira's gotta get more
Yeah,
love.
they have to talk more about that too, man,
Yeah,
because he's just a good dude. Like
yeah.
actually cared about the kids.
Oh, I still talk
Like
to Vieira.
yeah,
Yeah,
he
I still
cares
talk to
about the
Vieira.
kids.
Yeah,
Like
he's a
on
good.
and off the court, he holds everybody accountable. Period. No matter who you are, no matter who you are, knows his X and O's like the back of his hand. And the great part, he came from O'Dowd. Like everybody was kind of resistant with that at first, but
I wasn't feeling it. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't
what
feeling
right?
it. but after about a practice or two, I was like, oh okay.
Like this is a different. This is a coach. This
Yes.
is a coach here. Like we have a system.
Yeah.
It's not just running around everything system, offense system, defensive philosophies, all of that. And in high school, so
Yeah.
you know, so we coming from just running gun and not really, having systems to have, having a
Oh no,
set system.
I know exactly. I was there before Vieira, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I was in junior high before Vieira, but still, like the stuff he teaches, like I went on and played later, college and pro, and the stuff he was teaching me, I had to relearn that. I'm like, golly, like Coach Vieira was right. Like Coach V said this. Coach V said this.
Now
Like just going back.
your junior year, I feel like y'all were. I feel like that was like college basketball at the high school level, especially at the guard position. I mean, because you're talking about like your junior year. So that's like Deshaun Freeman is at St. Mary's.
Mm-hmm.
Quentin's at Tech now.
Yep.
Armando is still at Tech.
And I still at Tech.
Keith is at Castlemont.
Man, Keith. Whew.
CG or is Antonio Kellogg at Mac yet?
Yeah, he was at Mac. He was younger. He's a year younger, but
Okay.
still, he still
Yeah.
was nice.
Was Tim Pierce at
He still
Fremont or
was
was he at Hercules?
him was at Fremont.
Bro,
Like
that's
every
come
single
on, man.
school
In
had
one league.
yep, every school had a college backcourt, man.
That's
A college
crazy.
matter of fact, a college everything. You had about 2 or 3 or 4, maybe 5 Tech, 6, 7 Division I dudes on one team you playing against. So this is just the norm. Like now you have 1 or 2 scattered around. You're like, oh, he went here. We're playing against dudes. I'm playing against an ACC backcourt, and I got a Big Ten backcourt. And then you're playing against a NAIA backcourt. Like it was all college. Like I know guys rank, oh, you went to this school, this school. Like it was a college backcourt on every team, and whether it's NAIA, junior college is college. Like a lot of these dudes was nice, but they didn't have grades, so they had to go JC.
Yeah.
But their talent level was up there. A lot of these guys' talent level. So every night, man, you playing against competition, and that really keeps you on edge. So, so practices were intense. We got scouting reports. Like this is not no cupcake league. We got scouting reports. Like you need scouting reports.
Right.
Like if you don't have a scouting report, Tim gonna drop 40 on your head.
Easy.
Like it was like hopefully we hold him at 20, but you don't scout, you don't play him right, he's gonna go for 40. Tony Kellogg, even as a 10th, 11th grader, he's gonna go for 20 and 30 and throwing up lower bottoms and bang bang. If you don't hold him in check a little bit, he's gonna bust your head. He's gonna bust your head. And then we go to Skyline. They had Keenan Payton. Who else they have a Skyline? Yeah, they had him, Mac, but the Luis Polito.
Yeah.
Luis. Where else? Fremont with Tim. Man,
That was a crazy era, man. Like anybody that's familiar with the OAL knows like the environment of the games, just like the crowd sitting on top of you from opposite ends of the city, and they bringing their beefs to the game. Bro, I swear to God, the OAL is the only league where they cheer for every bucket. It could be like 6-4, and they still cheering like you just made the game-winning shot, dog. Like, so when you actually add talent. Oh man, the environment in the gym is nuts.
Man, it was a sold out crowd every game.
Every game.
Like I remember just filling up. It just filled up every game, and that give you that boost. You go to West Oakland, and you at Mac, they damn near on the court. They damn near. I remember my freshman year, remember at Mac. This is crazy. Freshman year, like I didn't know anything about anything really. So Coach V is like, "Hey, you can't go to the bathroom by yourself." I'm like, "What? Two to a bathroom?" Like, dude, I'm like, "What? How do you go to the bathroom?" To the bathroom, make sure everybody's safe and sound. I'm like, "What are y'all talking about?" And then so we play the game, right? So we sitting there, we play the game, and go through the warm up. Boom, slap hands. I do my layup. I come around, and this one dude is like, "You score, I'm gonna kill you." I said, "Huh?" Like, I was like, "What you mean you gonna kill me?" Like, "You scored, then I'm gonna kill you." And I'm like, "Oh shit!" Like, I'm afraid. All the stories y'all used to tell me, the stories Coach B tell me. Now I'm experiencing firsthand. I'm like, "Oh shit!" Like, I'm not finna blow the game. Like, so I gotta. Hey, I guess I'm gonna die tonight. Stuff like that. Like, you got those crowds, man. There. I mean, every single Fremont, Castlemont,
Yeah.
man, you got all those great fans. Great
fan.
fan. At the end of the game, it's all love. Well, at least for us, it was. I don't know what happened. I heard some stories.
Right. I'd rather be a player than a spectator.
I read it was all love. Like, we battle, but it's all love. Like, we shake it up. We talking crap, elbowing, doing what we got to do during the game, being disrespectful. But then after, it's like we never said any of that. It's all love. Exactly. It's all love.
Yeah. That's what I loved about the OAL. And each gym has like its own little perk. Like Mac is just fucking crazy environment. Like you said, people threatening you to kill you if you score, and you like. He might not be joking. You know what I'm saying? Like, he might not be joking. Skyline had double rims. Castlemine, you can't shoot in the. They had double rims. Castlemine, you can't shoot in the corner if you got a size 8 or more foot, because you'll be out of bounds. The corner at Castlemine is like this big. It's like Fremont was green. It's like the shooting background on that is just weird.
They prepare you, man.
Yeah.
They prepare you for it. I'm telling you, man. And you just come from that. You just come from all of that. All those experiences, man. It helps you. Yeah. Can nothing penetrate you after that, There's absolutely nothing that can rattle you. You're playing, you're ready to get shot at a game. What possibly could rattle you?
Right.
Nothing. After that, nothing. There's nothing the player can say on that court after a dude say, and he was serious. Like, come on, man. He wasn't playing. Like, but going through situations like that, man, there's absolutely nothing that could break you after that. So I thank whoever that was. I thank them.
Right. If you're listening and you know who you are, thank you. Thank you.
Right. Thank you.
You built us for tough.
You go somewhere else. Go somewhere else, man. You score, I'm gonna punch you. We gonna jump you. Like, I'm threatening to get killed. Right. That's easy.
Right. So now, playing in the OEL and just in the Bay Area at that time in general, do you feel like that prepared you for the AAU circuit? Because the AAU circuit you played on, I mean, now Bron comes over. You're playing with Leon now. Like, who was all on that team? Was that like Marquise Cayley, Tofi on that Oakland Soldiers team? Like,
damn, yeah. Who was on that? It was LeBron, Kendrick Perkins, Leon, DeMarcus Nelson, Marquise Cayley, Tim Pierce, John Winston. Remember John Winston, like 6'4". Yeah. Because he was super ranked. Like in 9th grade, I think it was LeBron and then him.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Like in 9th, 10th grade, yeah. Wow. So we had a nice squad, man.
Who were some of the best guys you played with on the AAU circuit, or played against on the AAU circuit?
Against probably Aaron Brooks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
really?
Aaron Brooks. Yeah, that's the only one person that he busted my ass. I ain't gonna lie. That's one. Only one person. He bust my ass. Like, they were on me. The points are on me. Sometimes
it's like I got all of that.
It's in the Florida game. I wasn't guarding him. It was in the Florida game, but he just bop, bop, like not in the Florida game, like taking the game to it. I remember it was with the Soldiers. He played for somewhere in Seattle. He played for some team in Seattle, and this little dude is just running all over the court, just wow, and I can't go back at him. I got LeBron. I got Leon, I got Kendrick Perkins, so
Right.
I'm being point guard, this and that, and he just coming down, yeah, yeah. And I'm like, come on, man. So I brought him a little bit, but it couldn't match it. It couldn't
Did you
match
know
it.
who he was coming into the game?
No,
Oh, he kind
no,
of caught you off guard.
right. But that's the thing. Like everybody was raw, so after 10 points, it's like okay, he's good. It's like 15 points. Like oh, shoot, all right, pick it up. D up. 20. Like oh shit, I'm looking up. Like oh, God, 30. It's like come on, man. He busted your ass. It's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. And the crazy part, when he got to Oregon, I know about him now.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I know
So
about him
you see
now.
him again.
So I see him again freshman year. One of the first games in the pack. This fool has 16 in the first half. 16 in the first half. Like, dude, what is this?
Like,
and I'm making excuses. Man, the coach is letting them shoot. Like, of course, Oregon, you know how they run and gun.
Right.
You know. And once again, I'm up here running this offense at Cal. Screen. And he's just pow, pow. Like I can't come down and back at him. So he just kind of pow. I'm like, dude, this is crazy. So he got me twice.
Damn.
He got me twice.
So speaking of Cal, like, what was your recruiting like in high school, and why did you ultimately choose Cal? Because I heard, because I was kind of like dipping in and out around that time, and I just heard a lot of stories, and I was like, oh man, I know Leon, but like
the
damn,
biggest reason, honestly, was to stay home. That was the biggest reason. Like I had Arizona, all in one room one day. They came up to Ohio. I had Lute Olson, the coach from Florida, Billy Donovan. Billy Donovan had Oregon coach, and I had Ben Bron in there. Like at a round table
together.
In one room, yeah. They came to practice. I got offered from Billy Donovan. They won a national championship the next year. Arizona, you already know about them every year, Guard University. But like the Cal coach really wasn't recruiting me heavy as those coaches were. They were. I was like, hold on, wait a minute. Like we're in the room, Billy Donovan, Lute Olson, all of them, demonstrative, talking over them, giving their pitches. And Coach Ronnie's in there like, yeah, well, come here and we'll do this for you and this and that. I'm like, all right, cool. But I already had my mind made up, like where I wanted to go. I wanted to be home, play in front of my family. Like, I love J. Kidd, Kevin Johnson. You know, grow up idolizing those guys. You know, I'm like, it doesn't matter where I'm going, I'm going to get off. But little do you know, it matters where you go.
Yeah.
It definitely matters where you go. You know, it definitely matters where you go. But, yeah, I had all those offers, and I ended up choosing Cal. You know, made the most out of it. I mean, we underachieved. A lot of our team. We had a lot of talent there.
You guys went to the tournament, though, right?
Yeah, we went to the tournament, but, you know, we went, yeah, right? Yeah, you went to the tournament.
But I never went to the tournament.
Right. But that's the thing. We underachieved. Vastly underachieved, man. We had Dominic McGuire, point forward. He ended up transferring. Keith Cayley, Leon, Richard Midgley, Devon Harden, Rob Benson.
Damn. Y'all did have squad.
Dave Harris.
Yeah, I forgot about all those guys.
Yeah, but
what do you think it was, man? Because I was hearing a lot of like rumblings and whispers back around that time of you wanting to transfer and you know,
definitely I wanted to transfer.
Ben Bron not letting you fly, you know, like what?
Right, and that's definitely what it was. Like I wanted to transfer. It wasn't set up for my type of game. You know, I felt like I was being kind of pigeonholed in. Like I had a bigger personality, a bigger game than what was expected of me. And I didn't feel like they were pushing me towards that. The skill development wise, everything. You know, and I wanted to get out of there and, you know, and then you come back. Like I literally left. I left.
Oh, really?
Summer. I left, yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I talked to a couple people. Yeah, I talked to a couple people. They wanted me to come back and said it'll be like this, but I just know that I couldn't get what I was looking for there. You know, just the conversation, the culture. It didn't fit me. The culture there, basketball-wise, didn't fit me at all. You know, I was a scoring and assistant guard, but they want to put you in this, you know, box of, oh, you need to do this only. This is what point guards do. This is what shooting guards do. Like, no, what if you can do both?
Right.
Like, if you can do both, do both. Like, look at the guards now. Scoring machines, assisting and scoring. You got to do both. But if you score too much, it's like, oh, what are you doing? Slow down. What do you mean slow down? That's not play basketball.
Yeah.
You know,
I feel like
breaking.
I feel like we could see that. Like I feel like we would watch you and we'd be like, he's not breaking his man down, or he's not getting it out the net and pushing it, and I could tell like caught it motion, and then just get it to the wing, screen away, and I'm like, he's not using them right.
Right, and I'm not blaming Brian. Like I blame myself for listening. Like I'm trying to you got to understand. Like once you get to a place, you never been there before, so okay, you don't know anything. I start from zero. Let me be coachable. Let me see where he's coming from. But everything was being taken away. Like I couldn't freely break somebody down, throw a dime for a dunk.
Yeah,
that was the problem. Like I'll break somebody down, ta-da, but that's not the play. Ta-da, drop it to Leon. That's not the play. Like that's basketball, though. Yeah. That's basketball. Right. But it just didn't fit me. It didn't fit me, and it's a great system for a lot of people. I just didn't feel that and I didn't want to be the guy that was uncoachable, uncoachable and, going at it with the head coach. So I just try to get out of there. Like, okay, this doesn't fit me and maybe it's me. So I'll just back out and get out of here. But I try to leave and then, talk to a couple of people, end up coming back, not against my will, but everything is my decision at the end of the day. But that next year he did let me play a little bit more, but just the development and just the nurturing, it wasn't there from a point guard position. From a point guard, I just needed more. Like when you're going at it with your coach and you feel I'm not saying I was smarter than him, but just I had basketball savvy and just some stuff he didn't understand that I wanted to do and that I saw on the court. Like it'll show flashes every once in a while, but I'm trying to learn his system. He's trying to learn me, and it just didn't work. And I didn't want to go there and just, kind of be a team obliterator and, oh, he's this, oh, he's that. So I just I got to be coachable and just kind of thug it out.
Did he know you were trying to transfer?
Yeah, I told him. I was like, I'm out.
Oh, yeah, that could make the relationship a little salty.
Right. But it was honest, though. Like,
it was.
I like to be brutally honest. Like, a lot of people like to BS around, but I'm like, if you know me, they know I'm brutally honest. Like, I say what I got to say. Or it'll just eat me up inside. It's either I go home with this pent up, I'll be pissed off, or I'm going to just say what I got to say and get it out of me, and you're going to be pissed off.
Oh, yeah. I'd rather you than me. Rather you than me.
Right. Because for 2 years, I was up there playing. I was embarrassed, about how I was playing. Like, I don't want to play. Like, it's like you're not yourself. It's like you want to do all these things, and you're like kind of bottled in and looking horrible, playing like a bitch. And I didn't want to go see anybody after the game.
Damn.
Like, I don't care if I was a freshman, but I had some good games, and then I'm like, dude, it still wasn't a good game. They're like, oh, great game. I have like 6.6 assists and a couple of rebounds. Yeah. You played great. I'm like, what the fuck? What do you expect?
What game are you watching?
Like,
yeah, right.
Like, what are you watching?
Yeah.
Like, what are you watching?
Yeah.
Like, I could have killed this dude. Like, I could have killed this dude. Like, for the team, not even going at him, because I played the game to win. But I could break him down. I could score on him. I could get past him. I could drop it off. But we're just running these sets, and I'm just like, pass, straight away, spot up. Like, I never played that in my life.
It's not the OAL.
It's not the OAL, and I'm not saying like I didn't need structure, because I had structure with Vieira. He was super structured.
Oh, no, yeah. But there's structure within the run and gun system, though.
Right, and you have to know how to play your players. Like, you have to know how to put them in position. You recruited me to do a certain thing, not to just I want a horse that runs. Let me just put them in a slow lane and like, come on, man, we got to go. Yeah. And sometimes I used to do that, and of course we get into it. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Like, I was going home pissed and embarrassed. It just didn't feel like myself. Yeah. I didn't feel like myself at all. It was embarrassing. That's the biggest word. It was embarrassing. Like, to go and you're in your hometown, you stay home to play in front of your people, and then this happens. Not blaming anybody, but it just wasn't the culture for me. Right. And what I thought it was going to be like. It was just completely different from what I thought it would be like. So I tried to lead.
Are you and Leon super close, or are you guys just from the same
city?
We were super close. Like, what's, because he's going off at this time. Like, he's like Pac-10 Player of the Year, freshman, like,
Yeah.
talk first round, second, like, what is he? Is he saying, hey, bro, like, go just fuck coach, go do your thing, or is he like, hey, give me the ball, cause shit, I'm winning?
No, hell no. No, he used to tell me too, like, dude, fuck coach, man. Like you said, talking about but how you play against blah blah, play like that. And this is our first 2 years, because after this, the junior, senior year, it changed around because I just said fuck it. Like I told coach, like, dude, I'm leaving if you don't let me play a little bit, like meet me halfway.
Right.
Like he was over here, I was over here. I said just meet me at least halfway. Like, and I'll get it done. Like I'm not a gunner. Like I'm getting dudes involved and just flying up the court, getting the team rolling. And the crazy part, that's how we play when we beat the good teams. We play Arizona. We are playing this slow down ball, blah, blah, blah. They're still in that shit, windmilling. Iguodala, he's reverse windmilling. They up 30. They're icing their knees. 10 minutes to go in the game. They iced up like this.
With the walk-ons playing.
With the walk-ons playing. And it's like, come on, man. But then, once we start running, like we literally, one game against Arizona, we huddled up. And we said, fuck that. We running, man. Fuck coach talking about, man, we about to run. Dude, we start running. We beat Arizona at their own game.
He does. And misses, and California pulls the upset.
Because I'm thinking like you, Marquise Cayley, what was the other guy you said? The other one.
McGuire.
Yeah, McGuire. Harden's not like a skilled big man. He's like a running.
Athletic.
Yeah.
Listen, we're the most athletic team in the league.
That's what I'm saying. And that's not a half court personnel.
And that's the thing. I get it. You have to execute in the half court, but let's execute. Let's try to get out and get some easy ones.
Right.
And we can always bring it out. Like, I'm not going to go over the gym, spray it all over the gym. Like, I was first in the pack assist to turnover ratio. Like, I'm not going to be spraying it around like that, you know? But I guess they feel like where we come from, they have to kind of reel us in before they know what we're about. And that was the biggest thing, too. Like, I know we're from Oakland, but we're not some little idiots. Like, we've been through a lot.
Yeah, we played a lot of ball.
Like, we played a lot of ball. We've been through a lot. Like, and we can read people, too. That's the biggest thing. We can read people. You know, if you're not straight up with us, we automatically bail. Like, and we gonna game you up. Now we gonna game you up. Now we finna reverse the thing, and we gonna game you up. Yeah. But a lot of that happened, man, and that's how it went. Like, I don't think it's too
game at Cal?
Yeah. Huh?
What's your most memorable game at Cal? Like most exciting?
Probably against UCLA.
Really?
My senior year.
Who's on that team?
They were first in the pack, and we were like maybe eighth, and we played them in the Pac-10 tournament, knocked them off in the first round.
Last, right? Ayinde Ubaka pull-up three-pointer, 23-5 run by Cal. They led by as many as 16, led by 12 at the half, but that's not going to last. Minute left, Cal down 3. Ubaka freezes Lorenzo Mata, hits the 3, and this game is tied. Then Ubaka crosses up a Flalo. Says he mirrors his game after Steve Nash. That looked like a Nash floater. Game tie. Still, UCLA's got the lead. And it's that Ubaka guy again. Wow. He goes Windex, and Cal up 2. More Ubaka. He said he mirrored his game after Chauncey Billups as well. Who do you think you are? Mr. Big Shot? Ubaka. And then look at he goes like a
little run and made it all the way to like the finals.
Little baby run.
I remember that.
Yeah, a follow. They had NBA backcourt, NBA frontcourt, and we had a solid team. And that's the thing. We have these good teams, man, and we just kind of underachieve. Like we had, look, this is my senior. We had Jerome Randall, Ryan Anderson, Devon Hart, Patrick Christopher, Omar Wilkes. Like we should still be in these games, still be winning games. Like we're underachieving. Like I'm not saying it's a coaching thing. It's a player thing. At the end of the day, because that thing with me, it's a players thing. The players play and the coach coach. Of course, coaches help, but players play. Like you lock up and you go at somebody. You lock up. When somebody's going at you, you lock up. Who's winning that one-on-one battle? It's a bunch of one-on-one battles working together. most of the time. Like, of course, but at the end of the day, it's a players. It's a players game. And if you don't get it done, you don't get it done.
Yeah.
Like, you can't go, man, coach is tripping. But it's a players game. It's a players game.
I feel that wholeheartedly. Like, I never blame coaches, never blame referees. Like, dude, players play. Don't put the referee in position to have to make that call.
Right.
Coach ain't out there shooting, so if he call a play and you didn't execute it, well, that's on you. And
right.
I'm always
right.
the quarterback or the leader, so if I don't like what the coach called, I'm gonna change it anyway. So,
right. That's the crazy part. I learned that late. Like,
just change it.
And that's the thing. I was so coachable. I was like, man, I can't go against coach. Yeah, that junior, senior, I was, man, fuck that. And we about to go. We doing this, we doing that. Like, I learned my lesson, feeling doo-doo and looking doo-doo. Like, not playing your game at all. Like, trying to basically mimic somebody else's game. Like, okay, this is not me, so how should I play? Like, no, you better do what you do.
Do what you
play
do.
basketball.
Just make sure it works.
Man, it worked a little bit.
Make sure it worked.
Man, but still, you have to just play your game. Like, a lot of dudes, like, and I fell victim to it too. Like, coaches tell you this, coaches tell you that. Dude, you got to, at the end of the day, you have to be yourself. Yeah. And of course, be coachable, but you have to be yourself. Yeah. Or you'll lose yourself. Yeah. You will lose yourself. Yeah. And you will be so thrown off. Man, I was so thrown off the freshman year and sophomore year. I was like, dude, this is not me. And I was like, can I not play anymore? But then I would go and play in grown man open gyms. I go to RSF. I go from practice and then go play in RSF. I'm like, okay, this is how I play. Like, just to keep sane. Right. Like, we practicing, we doing in practice, but I was like, nah, I got to go somewhere else. This is not me. Yeah. Like, I just felt trapped. Like, because basketball is my life. That's what I do. Right. I was obsessed. I loved it. And I wasn't playing the way I was used to playing. But then again, I was a freshman, so I was like, okay, you got to relearn the game. Because they say at every level, you got to relearn it. But it's levels to relearn it, dude. Like, you can't get stripped all the way down and like, okay, this is the kind of player I want you to be now. You're not this. You break it down. Now you're this. No, you just got to, they got to tool you the right way, man. They got to use you. They got to use you what you're there for. Yeah. Like, that's like asking Leon to go be a guard. Like, no, man, you're big. Like, imagine, and that's why Dominic McGuire transferred. They had this dude playing back to the basketball. This dude's a point forward. Yeah. They had him playing against Leon. He's like, dude, I got to get out of here.
Now, I remember McGuire,
and I didn't understand it at first.
I remember McGuire.
Man, that dude used to dominate open gyms. I'm talking about dominate. And then he got to practice. It was a totally different person. Yeah. And I didn't know why, but like growing up, it's like, okay, like you got to listen to coach, you got a system, this and that. But I'm like, how could I see what I saw in open gym? I'm talking about he's destroying everybody. He's showing jumpers, hesitation pulls, crossover. He's like 6'8", 6'9". He's pop, pop, dunking on, sweeping, going boom, and then they throw him in a post back to the basket. I'm like, what? What is this? Like, but then again, I'm just a freshman, sophomore. I don't know nothing. I don't know anything at all. So I shut my mouth. Like, I don't know anything. Let me just shut up and just learn. Because when you're a freshman point guard, you don't know much about the college game. Right. You have to sit there and learn.
What year did you guys go to the tournament?
What was that, 2006? Got knocked off by NC State.
That's your sophomore year?
Yeah. Junior year.
What was that like? Like, everybody, I mean, myself included, everybody who's never played in the tournament wonders, what's that feel like?
I don't know. It's a lot of hype, I would say. It's a lot of excitement and hype. But once you get to the game, it's just the game again. It's just a basketball game again. And the stands are kind of empty, like from what you're used to, being at home on the road. Right. Because, a lot of fans don't travel. We had some solid fans that travel, but it was nothing. It was kind of eerie, like a couple of our fans, a couple of their fans.
I feel like that's how it's like in the state championship game.
Right.
And we go to like Arco or the Oracle, and it's like, ooh, but the fans are so spread out, and
they're spread out, and it's exactly that too. It's exactly that, and there wasn't that many fans. Well, I forgot where we were at, but it wasn't that many fans there, and I was just like, okay, this is what the tournament's about. But that was the first round. Yeah. Of course, when you make it past the first round, second round, third round, they start coming around.
To fill up a little bit.
It's hard to start to fill up a little bit, but And we lost to NC State on the buzzer beater. And I
Was
was
that
like, oh, shit, that's
who's
it.
on that team? Was that Hodge? NC
Was
State?
Hodge on that team? I don't think Hodge was on that team. He may have been. He may have been, but I remember a wing hitting that game with a light-skinned dude that locked up at the buzzer. Boom. Sent our ass home.
Damn.
All that build-up. NCAA tournament. Yeah, to get popped with a buzzer beater.
Man, that's March Madness, man. That's March Madness.
No, that's good. No, I loved it. But then it's like, that's it. Like the season comes to an abrupt end right then. It's like, it's over.
Did you ever play in the San Francisco Pro-Am?
I did a couple times.
Yeah. How did you like that?
Yeah,
I always,
I did
as a
a couple
fan,
times.
loved it. I just thought that was real basketball.
It was. I remember playing against a couple pros, man. I had a good game against Jason Richardson.
Really?
Like I remember that. Like this, like me and him were going at the end of the game, and I was like, "This is Jay Rich. Should I be going at him like this?" But that's all I knew is like to go at him. Like, so he going at me, tap. I'm going right back at him. Like I said earlier, like you can't go back at somebody.
Yeah.
This is where you
Right,
go at it.
Right.
Like, so
No, you have to
me,
go
I'm
back.
hitting-
You have to go back.
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 Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Like your
So that's-
respect and pride is on the line. Like
Oh,
you have to
respect and
say,
pride's
"Give me
on
the
the line.
ball."
Yeah, give me the ball. He's going at you. Ooh, you go back at him. And I'm young. You know, either high school or college. I think I was in maybe senior high school or freshman year of college. So I had nothing to lose. Like, so he hit me. Boom, he's supposed to. I hit him with something. Ooh. Hit him again. Ooh. But he got the best of me for sure. I just had a couple little highlights on him. And ooh and I, because I'm younger. Who am I? He's
Right.
Jay Rich. So he's supposed to do it. So he got the short end of the stick.
I remember watching Jason Kidd and them up there. I'm like, wow, that's like kind of like when I knew like I wasn't gonna play basketball. Like, let me enjoy this high school run, but it's really done after this.
There's so many good players back then, man.
Well, let's get into that. Like, who are okay? So let's take it back to the Bay Area roots. Like, who are some of the guys you still to this day are like, man, that was a dog?
Shit, the first one I already tell everybody, Armando.
Surratt.
Armando Surratt.
Wow. Okay.
Armando. He
Why
was
you say
a
that?
monster. He's a monster. It's nothing he couldn't do. He did everything. He had 3-ball, cat quick, handles, pull up jumper, floater, bounce. I'm telling you, he had everything. Like, and he had to slow his game down because he had such a good team. He had Leon down there. He had Q. He had Deuce. Imagine if Mondo had his own team where he could just go.
Well, I was talking to Deshaun Freeman said that he was like that helped Armando's recruiting and hurt. See, DeFree felt like playing for the Soldiers hurt his recruiting because he had so many good players around. He couldn't really show what he could do. But Armando played on a lesser team with Dominic Ingerson, but they was able to go and show what their full talents could do, and that helped.
Oh, definitely. And Deshaun, that's probably the most underrated guard that I can ever remember.
Wow.
Like D-Free could do it all.
Yeah, no,
D-Free can do it all.
I remember your freshman year when D-Free locked up Tonio. That's how we lost to St. Mary's. D-Free locked Tonio ass up. I only saw Tonio get locked up by Deshaun Freeman and Ryan Maudry from O'Dowd. Then when the only two dudes
No,
that
D-Free,
stay with.
No, it's ridiculous. It ain't hacking defense either. It ain't that hand checking.
No.
You try to go, he slide. Your shoulder is going in the dead center of his chest. He just sliding with you. It's scary. You gotta ask for a ball screen. You gotta put one of these. Hey.
Go ahead. Set this one. Hey, it's interesting you say Armando because I feel like I caught Armando when he was younger. Because my senior year, I think he was just a sophomore. So I didn't see what everybody else saw. So sometimes I kind of like, but apparently his senior year, he went dumb.
No, he went nuts. And that's the great part. He was so efficient too. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't jacking. Like, you can't look back at the tapes, but playing against him, like, we watched a lot of film. Like, he was the guy. Like, of course, Leon, you're not going to stop Leon at all. There's nothing you can do with Leon.
No.
But there's nothing you can do with him. Like, you give him the ball, he's gonna run you over, he's going to smash her. He going to smash. Just period. Like he drop stepping through your chest and just hanging like you're not even there. So we just chalked it up as a loss. Like, okay, Leon gonna do his thing. We can't, but we gotta kind of contain Mondo. Like you gotta contain him. Like it's easy to contain guards. They're around the perimeter.
Right.
You can set things up and face guard and this and that. But once you get the ball, it doesn't matter. Like he's gonna get past the first defender. So if you get up on him, it's simple. You get up on him, he's gonna run around you.
Yeah.
If you back up, he gonna torch you.
Man, that's crazy.
You play him in between, he gonna pull up.
That's crazy.
And it's nothing you can do with it. There's nothing you can do with it. And he comes through the clutch, man. Man, I'm telling you, I just have bad memories, nightmares from that dude, man. Nightmares.
I saw y'all play once. At Tech, and I think it might have been like your junior or senior year. I can't remember. But it was a good game. It was. I think it was Quentin's freshman year because it was like the first time I saw Quentin. So.
Oh, so it was our 10th grade year. Yeah, my 10th grade year.
Okay.
I'm one ahead of Q.
Yeah, that was a hell of a game. I feel like Leon was already built like a linebacker at that time.
Man, that dude's a man. That dude is a man. Hey, he is so strong. Like, this is before he was even lifting weights. He showed up.
Yeah.
Dude. Big on.
Yeah. Your freshman year, my senior year, we played against Leon. He was a freshman.
Yes.
And I'm walking on the court just like, you can't tell me shit. And this dude just gave me 19 of the strongest points where I thought I had just played a football game.
Yeah. Now, Leon, hey, he's ridiculous. That whole team is ridiculous, man. I used to hate them.
Now, I got a story with Deuce. Me and Deuce go at it all the time because both our name is Kenneth. That's one.
Right.
And then again, I caught them young. So when we played them, they were all like freshmen and sophomores. So I destroyed Deuce. Destroyed him. But I never played him again. To this day, in our 30s, I'll never play him again because he will torch me now.
I think you got Deuce on that wing, locking up, hitting jumpers, dunking. They just had a tailor-made team. Like,
who do you think was kind of overrated a little bit? Like
team?
No, player.
Ooh. Overrated, man.
Like you lined up, you was like, he good, but like I didn't see what everybody was talking about.
I don't know. A lot of dudes like that though. There was a lot of dudes, I wouldn't call it overrated, but I'm going to it so hyped up. They've been talking about him, like we don't see what it is.
Right.
And it just didn't pan out, kind of.
Right.
I don't know, honestly. I couldn't pinpoint a player, but it was just a lot of dudes like that.
A lot of guys like that.
It's like, you so hyped up to play him, like, and that's the thing. Like when you playing somebody one time, it's like anybody can get the best of anybody. That's how I look at it. Like I'm pretty sure a couple dudes think they busted me, but they're not gonna do it one. Aaron Brooks is the only person that can say he like, man, I whooped that one. You know what I'm saying? Only one person in the world.
Yeah, but see, that's why you got to show up because I do feel like that. I feel like a lot of guys, I went into a game super hyped and super like excited about playing against them. And then when we played, it was like, I didn't really see that. But like you said, you can have somebody's number any given night. So.
Oh, no. Okay. I got one. What was his name? Patterson? He went to Fremont.
Yeah, CP. Yeah, that'd be one. That's one that comes to my mind.
Yeah, because
I didn't.
Yeah, so I'm not tripping. I think I was a freshman, maybe though.
Yeah, he was good. Like he was good. He was good. He was
but they were
solid.
Like,
but I didn't.
No, because they were hyping it up, like Scout Report. And I'm like, okay, this motherfucker Jason Kidd or somebody like that. So I'm locked up. Like, I ain't got nothing to do but lock up and pass the ball. So I'm expecting all my on defense. I get into him. I'm just slide with him. I'm like, okay, that's it. Like he ended up with a couple points maybe. And I'm thinking he's finna give me 30. The way people was talking, like the way Coach Yeard, Scout Report, this and that. I'm like, that's it? Like,
I feel like
I think number 11.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. And if you ask me that, if somebody was to ask me that question, that's definitely one of the names that would come up. But I feel like, I feel like a couple things. I think a lot of guys were a lot more popular than they were actually good. Right. I also think we were really good. And so, because CP had a hell of a senior season. Like Like, don't get me wrong. Like, CP can ball. He had a hell of a senior season.
Is that him?
Yeah, Corey
number
Patterson.
11, right?
Yeah, Corey Patterson. But I feel like he didn't do it against us. And so we didn't see what he did against everybody else. And I feel like he torched a lot of the other guards, but he didn't torch us. So we watching it like, but the fans see all the other games and they're like, nah, dude went ham in the OAL.
Right. And that's the thing. Like I said earlier, like you can get the best of somebody one time, but you don't know what he's done, in other games. But that's just one person I remember being super hyped up for. Yeah. And I was just like, oh, that's it? Like,
yeah. Mine was Jamal Hill.
That's
Jamal Hill to me.
We didn't watch. Yeah. Really? See, I was young with them. Like those dudes, I was young, so I thought everybody was the man. I thought, what's called Michael Jordan, boy. Paul Marigny.
No, he was.
I thought he was Michael Jordan.
He was Michael Jordan.
I know. Like, how could y'all guard him? Like, it's impossible. Like, it's impossible to guard him.
We had our All-Star game. Did you guys have the OAL All-Star game after your senior year?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was on my All-Star team, dude, and Vieira was the coach, so the practices were at Oakland High. Oh, Paul. It's like Paul is like you. Like, the stuff people saw in the games have nothing compared to the stuff y'all was doing in practice. Like, I've seen you make some people fall in practice and look like pretzels. Like, Paul was the same way. Like, he was just stupid good.
Now, I remember freshman year. That was our first game. I don't know if you remember. This is our first game.
Yeah, I remember.
Your senior year at the house.
Yeah.
He had 26 in the first half.
Yeah, no, Paul.
He had 20-something in the first half. I was like, what is this? Like, what?
Paul's amazing.
Man, that dude was unbelievable.
Paul's
amazing.
Like, I can't even describe his game. Because he would have 40, but you thought he had 20. And you would be like, man, we shut him down tonight. And then you go look in the paper and he'd be like 42. You'd be like, damn, that was a smooth 42. A quiet.
Yeah,
like how can you put up a quiet 42?
He had 30-something against us.
No.
It was kind of quiet because the second half he kind of cooled off. He went 26 and in the second half like 8 or something like that, but he still had 30-something.
Yeah, so that's crazy. So after college, like, were you being pursued by the NBA, or was it like you knew you were going overseas?
I had a couple workouts and like camps to get you invited to the real camps. And I think it's called Portsmouth. Did real well in that, and then had a handful, probably maybe 10 or 12 private workouts, and went undrafted, and then went to summer league. Played summer league, didn't play that much. I was waiting around for invites, and the invites didn't really come. So I said, let me go get this money, man. I said, I went overseas, man.
You played most of this time in Australia?
No, I actually started in Poland, Germany, Belgium, Australia. Where else? Yeah, those are the main ones, really. Yeah, those
I feel
are
like you killed in Australia, though, right?
Yeah, I did good. in Australia.
It's a 3-point game. Still plenty of time for the Taipans, but they've got to get it in the hands of Ayinde Ubaka. Jones skips it to Ubaka. They need 3. He shoots a long bomb. That's good! Oh, my! Ayinde Ubaka with the dagger, and we're all tied up! We're going to go into overtime unless Townsville can come up with a miracle. Playoff basketball at its
second MVP one year. Okay. And went to the finals, actually, another year, and lost in the finals, man. Lost in the finals. That's where I settled down, man. Could really call that place a home. Because overseas, man, these jobs, man, they're just jobs, really. And that's what happened to me. I kind of lost love for it, like jumping from place to place to place. It just really wasn't what I wanted to do anymore, honestly. Like, I loved it. I loved it, like, playing, but, it's year after year after year. You don't know where the next job's coming from. Like, you're going to be in another country. You don't know if they're going to pay you on time. You don't know what the coach is going to be like. Yeah. Let me turn you up real quick. Yeah, but you don't. You just really don't know. You know, you don't know what your next move is, and it just kind of gets old. But while you're there, like I was young, you know, I played 7, 8 years, loved it. But as you get older, it's like time winds down. It's like, dude, like, do I want to keep bouncing around? Like, you don't know anybody. Like the competition is going. You got to really love it to play overseas, man. Yeah. You got to really love it. I was in the Ukraine. Crazy to say, another country. I was in the Ukraine, and we got 19-hour train rides
from to the games.
To the games. Oh, no. To the next city. Oh yeah, no. We got 19-hour train ride. We got bunk beds. Oh no. I'm like, dude, like, do I really want to do this? And then, you know what I'm saying? And like, you in a taxi everywhere. Some places you ain't got a car.
Right.
You taxiing everywhere. You got 19-hour train rides, and then they holding your pay.
That's what I hear a lot. I hear there's a lot of issues overseas with the pay.
Yeah, they hold your pay. It's like, man, I'm not playing these games, man. Yeah.
Or they'll bring you out and say, hey, 2 months for the season, we'll give you $300,000. And you get there, and then they, well, it'll be $20,000 and just play 6 games. You know, you'd be like, what?
Right. And stuff like that. But Australia was great, man. Australia was great, man. It was like, damn it, like America. Like, the food, the people are beautiful, the city's beautiful, the whole country is really beautiful, and the league is well established, put together, great competition, great coaching. You know, one year I played on a team with Patty Mills. Me and Patty were teammates backcourt. Yeah, good dude, man. But just places like that, like, and that's what I tell young players, man. Do your research before you go over there. Like, I know you got to get a job, but you got to do your research, man. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Like, could you go over there not knowing the language? You know, people are kind of discriminating against you and things like that. The coaches don't know English, and all you know is cuss words, so he cussing you out. That's the only English words you know.
That's the stuff they don't show on TV, man.
Man, they think we're over there like this. Right. They think we're over like this on the beach.
I mean, that's what I thought. Honestly, that's what I thought. For sure.
And for the most part, like, I had jobs where it was beautiful, like Germany, Belgium, Australia. But then I had the jobs in Poland, in the Ukraine, where you have dirt roads still and snow. There's 600 people in one city, and you know the food is not that good, and you got a Yugoslavian coach, Eastern European coach that's just down your neck, and that's the culture. That's how. But I'm not built like that. Like, I can't have somebody cussing me out. Like, I'm a grown man.
Yeah.
Like you can get on me, you can coach me. Yeah. But you're not finna call me no bitch.
Right.
Like,
nah.
I had this one coach. He called me a money hungry American. A dumb money hungry American.
No way, man. Why?
A dumb money hungry American, because they held our pay. For a month and a half.
So you're money hungry because you want your check from fulfilling your job.
A dumb money hungry American.
That's crazy.
He said, but this is great. He said in his language. Yeah, we in practice. He said, no. I was like, man, what'd he say? Because everybody was like, ooh, shit. And one of my teammates that spoke the language was like, he called you a dumb money hungry American. You just want your money. Like, you fucking right, I want my money. I ain't charity.
Right.
I think they held the money for like 2 months because we went on a losing streak.
I've heard a lot of stories like that, man. A lot of stories like that. But I feel like when you were in Australia, I feel like your body felt that. Like, because that's kind of like when we reconnected. I moved back to California, and like you just like your game went to another level. And we gotta talk about this. This is one day that a lot of people don't know. Open run, Oakland High. Had to be a week before the draft. Dame Lillard picks his squad. Ayinde Ubaka picks his squad. I don't know if you remember this.
I remember us playing, yeah. I remember we all got a picture together. I seen that picture.
Yeah, bro, that was an epic run. Like, I swear, like, I was playing on the court, but I feel like I sat in the corner and just watched you and Dame go one-on-one.
I remember that.
Did y'all have like an eternal, like a inside, like mano a mano, like size you up kind of thing? Because I feel like y'all was just going 1-on-1 the whole game, and we were all okay with that.
No, I don't. I don't for sure. I'm pretty sure he doesn't either. Like it's all. Every time I see Dave or talk to Dave, it's all love.
Because you're like the OG to him. You're like the OG Wildcat. He's the new school Wildcat.
Right.
He's not the cover of 2K21 yet. He's like he hasn't even been drafted yet. So like he's still
right.
You know, like okay, what you gonna do in the league though? So I feel like that game, like y'all was.
No, we definitely. It's like, but this is the thing. Like, I never try to make it like that. That's Boosie to me. You know what I'm saying? Like. I know he's going to get drafted. Let me go at this nigga, man, blah, blah. Nah, that's hella Boosie. But he go at me. All right, I'm going to give him a little something. You know what I'm saying? Like
it was an epic game, bro.
I came Boosie with it. And then just the game takes over. Like, we just start playing, and you go at me, I go at you. And it kind of did turn to that.
It definitely turned into that. And we were all okay with it. Like, but that's nobody was tripping.
Right. And you don't want to make it Boosie like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm going to go at him, man. Fuck that. He ain't this. He's Dame. He's still D-man.
Nah, but you are
D-man.
And that's what I knew from that moment. You could play in the NBA, dog.
But Dame's the man, though. That's the thing.
No, he is. But
I'm a Dame fan, so like
of course.
A couple people are like, man, you absurd this thing. I'm like, man, that's a whole different beast. That's a whole different level.
It's a different beast, but you could play in the league. I saw it that day. Like, I saw
right,
it.
yeah. I think I went to many camps and did well, and for sure. Like, I played against a lot of NBA guys and, like, did my thing against them. But that Dame is just a beast.
No, Dame's a different level. Dame's a different level. Yeah.
And the great part, I've been saying this before all this shit happened.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like, he's better than Curry. Trust me, better than Curry.
You think he's better than Curry?
He can do anything.
You think he's better than Curry?
He can shoot better. I know it sounds crazy, but to me, he can shoot from deeper. He can get his shot off anytime. Have you seen Dame's flick? Hey.
So I had this conversation with. I think I had this conversation with Paul Marigny. The same conversation.
What Paul say?
Paul. I mean, everybody from Oakland thinks Dame's better, but we're all biased. I say from a non-biased perspective, because Dame definitely gives Steph buckets. Like when Dame come to Oakland, he's like averaging 40 or more, right? So I say I would take Steph in quarters 1 through 3, but I'll definitely take Dame in the fourth quarter.
Right, but that's the thing.
I can't say that Dame. If I'm not from Oakland and I step outside, I can't say Dame is just like definitively better than Steph.
Not definitively, but I'm looking at the game. Like, put Dame on the Warriors, it's gonna be the same thing.
Absolutely.
Put Steph on the Blazers. Is he gonna do a better job than Dame? If they try to bottle Dame up, like whole game plan around him, and he's still getting 50s and 40s, finishing, pull-ups, deep ball.
Steph's no slouch.
He's no slouch. No. Oh, I love Steph. He's one of my favorite players.
I think they're ranked neck and neck.
Right.
I wouldn't say Steph is definitively better than Dame. I just think they're just neck and neck.
Right.
Depending on what type of ball player you like.
What you want. They're different beasts. But I just feel like Dame complete, like he can lead a team like completely. Like he can pull some shit out and just bring
his teams are nowhere compared to what the Warriors.
You know?
No.
And I haven't seen Steph do that. And I can't take it away from him. That's just like some bullshit with KD. Like, well, KD can't. No, KD's still the man. No, like, he's still nice.
Arguably the best player in the world.
Right. And people,
even though I'm not giving that up. Like, Bron, 9 straight
finals.
No,
still Bron.
I don't care about the Eastern Conference. I don't care. 9 straight finals.
And LeBron's in the West now, so he's about to do the same thing that they said he couldn't do.
Right.
So the power has transferred to the...
Where do you think you rank in Ohio history? Now, I mean, we're talking... I mean, as far back as I can remember, right? So I'm thinking Marshawn Ferris. I'm thinking you, Tonio, Ray Holt, obviously Dame, Marcus Carson, Jabari Brown. Where do you think you stack up?
I think I'm up there somewhere. Like, I'm not going to say I'm the best.
Like where? Up there where?
At least top 5.
Okay.
Top 3. Top 2. No. Somewhere up there. No. On the real somewhere up there. Like, and that's the thing. There's so many great players, so many different eras. Like Jabari. Like, I love Jabari's game. Like, scoring machine. And you got Dame. I mean, that's self-explanatory. And the crazy part with Dame, he did the same thing in high school that he's doing in the league right now.
Absolutely, I saw him do it against De La Salle. The only reason
He just
Oakland
does.
High
He does
did,
it at every.
yeah,
Like, I'm doing too much of a fan right now, but still,
no,
he did it in
it's
high
all
school.
facts.
He did the same thing. He's doing the same thing in the league. So that just to give you context, like him, Dame, who else? And you remember Armand? He only went there for a couple years. Armand Johnson. Ended up playing the league for a little bit with the Blazers.
Was Oakland High?
Went to Ohio. It was like from Nevada. Moved there
Like
from
around
like
what
Nevada
time
or
frame?
something. Was he right before Jabari, maybe?
No, I don't remember him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Armand Johnson. Lefty. He played for the Blazers for a little bit. He only went to Ohio for a couple, maybe 2 years, maybe, but he was nice.
Wow.
He was nice. But get back to the rankings. Yeah, I just think I'm up there somewhere, man. That's why I leave for everybody else to make that list and that comparison, you know? Because honestly, it is different eras.
It's different eras.
You know?
Different game.
But I feel
I
like
always said you
players,
were more of a
you can drop-
facilitator. Like I think
Right,
you're,
yeah.
I think you're just as good as a facilitator as Dame is a scorer.
Right. And it's the thing, like, with the players that I had,
Right.
I didn't want to score a lot. You have to keep people involved, or the game's going to get away from you. Like, I scored when I had to. Like, I'll have 40 against Tech, and then I have, against the last place team in the league, I go for 15 and 12,
Right.
just to make sure everybody's still feeling good, you know? Because you're going to need them in the playoffs.
Right.
Let's say I just went crazy, just scoring machine the whole season. Didn't get my teammates involved. Then when we get in the championship, I start passing because I have to, and then I used to that, having that ball in those situations.
Right.
It's not gonna work, you know. And it's been a couple times where I guess people at the game, like the higher powers that be, like, okay, you need to go to work this game. Oh, it's crazy. There's one game against, I think, Castlemont. So I guess there was some scouts there and some recruiters and a couple of my AU people like, hey, you gotta get busy this game. I'm like, what do you mean get busy? Like, just go get buckets. I'm like, all right, I'll get a couple buckets. So I had 28 in the first half.
Gosh.
And my teammates were like, what the fuck is he doing? We're winning. But you could tell the body language. It was
Right.
like, and that wasn't me.
Right.
Like, just going out there and just going crazy. I was like, fuck, like, I'm being selfish right now.
Yeah.
So the second half, I just started diming up, getting people involved. And we were winning. So I'm like, I got 28 in the first half. Like, what more do they want to see?
Yeah.
I just started diming up, getting my dudes involved. I had like 5 points the second half. So you end up with 32.
Yeah.
So the AU guy, I'm not going to say no name, the AU guy was mad that I didn't go crazy. I'm like, dude, like, what do you want me to do? Like,
Because he didn't get.
I'm going to lose my
money.
team. I'm going to lose my team in the process
Yeah.
while I'm pleasing some guy that I don't even know.
Right.
Don't even know who is he in the crowd, is he not? I'm going to lose my guys or I'm going to go do this. No, I'm going to dime up my guys. Like,
But see, that's
the
what
whole
that's
time-
what I want people to get. Like, hopefully they get from this interview is how humble. Like, you are a humble superstar to me. Like, when I would see you out, like when you were at Cal, and I would see you at the football games and stuff, it was always love. Like, it didn't have to be like
Yeah.
that. We only played together 1 year. Like, you could have been like, oh yeah, some other, you know what I'm saying? But like, it was always, even to this day, it's like always love. You come
Right.
on the show. So I hope people do. I hope that does come across. That like how humble and like unselfish you truly are.
right. And that's the thing, man. Like, the game is tricky. Like, I wasn't about like the matchups. And of course, you get up for games more when you're playing somebody good or a good team. But I'm not like, okay, I'm playing against Mondo. I'm about to kill him. Like, no, I'm trying to beat Tech.
Right.
Like, I got to do what I got to do to beat Tech. And to beat Tech, we got to keep that score clicking. Like,
Yeah.
it's less facilitating. It's like, make sure that score is close.
Yeah.
Make sure. So I had to do a little bit more scoring. You know, less facilitating that game versus playing against a Castlemont or a Skyline where I know the game's gonna be close or we gonna win most likely. So I'm gonna give my dudes a little bit more love early. You know, as long as that thing is close, I know we can pull away, or I can get a couple buckets at the end. Yeah. But that's how I played the game, man. Like, you got to keep Deuce involved. As a point guard, you got to keep Deuce involved. Like, now the game has kind of changed where it's Deuce scores, but you can do both. You can do both. You got to keep the team happy. And I just knew my personnel. I knew their personalities. Like, if I don't get Tail the ball, get him a couple layups, he's going to wander off, not be as engaged. If I don't get Worm the ball, get him some threes up, he's not going to be as confident.
Right.
So I go in, okay, I'm gonna get him some layups, and that's all coming from creativity. We're gonna run this high post, whatever. I'm gonna get this handoff. I'm gonna come off, suck him in. I'm gonna drop it off to Worm. He gonna knock down the shot, and he gonna feel good about himself.
Right.
Then boom, I'm gonna get the ball off the net, outlet. I'm gonna tell Martell, run that wing. Boom, I'm flying down. Boom, drop it. I could go beach for a layup, but I'm gonna get it. Boom, drop that to Tail. Now Tail's up. Now he's locking up. Right. He's feeling good.
Yeah,
get Isaiah
back. Shit right there.
Roll that thing to Isaiah. Kill him, Isaiah. Kill him. Let's go. He get a bucket. Now he's blocking shots. He's rebounding. And then now I can get a shot whenever I want. I can get a bucket whenever I want. Like, I'm not tripping. Like, like on my team, I didn't need to, like, okay, give me the ball first, man. Got to get myself going. I can get myself going. Like, I know how to get myself going. But it's getting everybody else going. Get these dudes going. Get Ray Brown a shot. Like, Ray didn't care about scoring at all. But when he get a layup, that boy got his hands strapped up like a boxer. Hey, he get a layup. He's taking charges. Oh, my God. He's taking charges. He get one layup. He's taking charge. So I'm gonna get Ray a layup. Boom, break him down. Boom, Ray, be ready for this. I'm gonna break him down. I'm gonna drop off to you. Boom, boom, drop off to him. Now everybody's rolling. Now them four going. Now I'm finna go crazy real quick. Da-da, yeah.
You got me excited now. I want to go play
crazy.
With you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing. Like, you got to get your dudes going, especially as a point guard who can score and who can pass.
Right.
You don't need to always show you can score. Right. Like, just do it when it's needed. But show you can score. You don't want to be the guy they say, oh, he's a passer. Right. A lot of guys say he's a pass-first point guard. Yeah, then you got to get your dudes involved. Your point guard, get him involved. Get him. Like, I still have like 6 or 8 points. I mean, that's a lot. 6 or 8 points in a quarter. That's solid. That's 3 layups.
24 to 30 points.
Come on. And that's easy. Yeah. I just go get a bucket. Boom.
Well, easy for you.
Get fouled. right.
Easy for you. Yeah, 24, 30 points is easy. Yeah, for you.
But you just break it down like that. You have a couple points. Right. Boom, I get a layup. Okay, I get fouled. That's 4 points. 2 free throw. Pop. Knock down a 3. That's 7.
Right.
That's easy. And sacrifice some of those points. It's just like I'm scoring. I'm dropping that thing off. I'm dropping that thing off layup. Drop it off dunk. It's like I'm as hyped when that happens as I am with, because I see expression on his face. I see him light up. He catch that thing. And you just see him, that confidence growing. And he get back on defense. He playing hard. He engaged now. He engaged, man. You got to keep your teammates engaged. And a lot of dudes, like, and I blame, like, social media and all that. You can use it for what it is, but with these young players, it gets to them. I think it gets to them. They're so fascinated with, the matchups and the one-on-ones, and that's cool. But at the end of the day, coaches want to win games. Like, can you help them win games? Like, can you do what's needed to win games?
I saw it when I was coaching about a year or two ago, and I had a player. All he wanted, first of all, it was just crazy, but he would play the game so he could get 1 or 2 highlights, and those were the only things he would show on his Instagram were those 1 or 2 highlights. But there'd be like 10 turnovers to get those 2 highlights. And it's like, bro, like, you killing us. And he'd be like, no, but look at this. And he'd be showing me those 2 highlights. It's like, nah, dude, we're losing and you're killing us. But I guess that's my fault. I put him on the bench, right? So before we get out of here, man, you saw the top 25 list. We got to go over it. It was a lot of controversy when we dropped it. Looking at the list, like, what do you obviously everyone who I've talked to about the top 25 list, they liked it if they were on the list, and they hated it if they weren't on the list. What are your thoughts on the list? Anybody we should have took off, added on?
I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at your list right now. But the thing, we couldn't take people off, right?
There's only 25.
Substitute him for him. There's nobody that's really standing out that should be on the list. Like I'm looking at honorable mentions is Jules Milstead, Javon Harris, Deshaun Freeman, DeMar Shea, Chris Oakes. I can't replace them with anybody on here. You can't. Like your list is kind of solid.
Yeah, that's
you know.
But see, you're on the list though. So like I said, everybody we've talked to who's on the list likes the list.
But there's a couple dudes that is, you know, like let's say if Leon wasn't on the list, we'd be like, come on, kid, come on, like stop. Stop. We gotta. Like, but some dudes, you know, there's a couple dudes that should 100% be on the list, and there's dudes that shouldn't. But honestly, I'm a tough critic. Like my criteria for being on any list is tough, you know, because I'm not that impressed by it.
Outside of you, and outside of Leon, because that's obvious. So outside of you and Leon, who would be your top 5
on this list?
Yeah, or just you in general, just you in general. Like if you had a top 5.
If I had a top 5, in no order.
No order. No, that just makes it
no
too
order.
hard.
Let's see. We going Marquine.
Absolutely.
Marquine, unguardable. Unguardable.
Absolutely.
Too big, too skilled, too everything. Marquine for sure. We're going to go with, that's one. We're going with Drew Gooden.
Yep. Got
to go with Drew. Got to go with Drew. And I was young, too, when I saw that. So maybe I'm biased.
We played El Cerrito.
Okay.
My junior year. And, yeah, it was real. I mean, because it wasn't even just Drew. It was Drew, Jovan, Jernigan, I think Carnival King was on that. Like, they went, oh, yeah, it was real. Jamal Hill was, like, coming off the bench. Like,
and this is 99 to 2005, right?
I think 04. I think 96 to 04.
96 to 04. Okay. Of course, we got Paul.
Yeah.
We got Paul. Who else?
Paul, Drew, and Marquine.
For sure. Marquine. Ooh. You said no Leon, right? Of course.
Yeah, no Leon.
That's obvious. Yeah, that's obvious. That's obvious. And I didn't see many people on this list, honestly.
Man,
96 to 04.
Did you see Ray Young in high school? The high school Ray Young?
Oh, Ray Young on here?
Ray Young McDonald's.
Oh yeah. He ate Mickey D's. Big Mac. Yeah. He ate Big Mac.
No, high school Ray Young is.
No, I see that. Yeah, ridiculous. But who else from no Leon? And honestly, I didn't see Larry Guest, but the shit I hear about LG.
Oh, Larry Guest was.
I gotta put him up there.
Larry Guest.
I just seen clips.
No, he was gone when you came. He was gone.
I just seen clips.
Oh, bro.
Ridiculous.
So it's two people that just make me speechless. Like some, like Leon is just like Leon. Drew Gooden is like, but there's some guys like Paul, Larry Guest, Marquine. It's just like I can't put it in like their skill levels were just remarkable. Like they could have easily. Like one thing about the NBA is, yes, that is the top talent, but there's also like politics. There's also guys make bad decisions. On the journey, there's a lot of things that go into it. It's like you gotta like almost have a perfect situation to actually make it to the NBA. So any slip up on your journey is going to deter you, right? So you talk to me, Marquine could definitely play in the league. You could play in the league. Paul could play in the league. And Larry Guest, bro. Larry Guest might have been as good, if not better, than all of them. Like,
wow.
Do his game.
I didn't see highlights. The highlights I see they're crazy.
And I've never seen Larry Guest dunk a ball. I don't know if he could or not, but I never saw Larry Guest dunk a basketball. And even so, like his IQ, I just can't even. It was
crazy,
nice, bro. It was nice, bro.
Who would you compare him to?
Paul was super flashy. Paul would do an and one move on you and then throw the ball out of bounds and the crowd would go crazy, right? Yeah, he would do stuff like that. Marquine, we played against Marquine in the All-Star game. He dropped like 40 plus on us and never went inside the key. You know what I'm saying? So certain guy, Larry, you can't describe. Like, he would just beat you. Like,
just beat you.
He just beat you. Like, he had
Who would you compare him to?
Oh, I told Tuck I compare him to Paul Pierce.
Ooh.
Yeah, so he had like pump fake game. He had I'm not gonna blow by you, but I'll just get my shoulder by you. I'm gonna pull up elbow. I'm just lull you to sleep. Bop bop, boom. Like, it was Paul Pierce all day.
Oh.
Yeah, just a skinnier version. He wasn't as thick as Paul, but a
I see
skinnier
a
version
crazy
of Paul Pierce.
stories
And
about him, man.
just as like, bro, Larry.
How tall was he?
6'5".
That's size. That's size.
Yeah, no, Larry Guess, bro. Larry Guess is, oh man, dude, like,
Ridiculous.
If they were like, Kenny, one player you didn't get to play with no AL, that I probably would pick Larry Guess, and he was a winner.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, some guys are
Right.
like winners. Like, he
Right.
just won. Like, I would play him at 24-hour fitness, he would win. Like, he was just a winner. They won a state championship.
Right.
Yeah, like, oh yeah.
That's true. And we get away from winning.
Winning.
You know, we
He
talk
was a
about
winner.
nice players, but like winners. Like, when I think of winners, I think of like Q, like Quentin
Yeah.
Thomas. Like, he's a winner.
Yeah.
Like, he won. I think he got 4 championships, maybe.
I
Four
mean, they
championships
went
in
to
OAL?
state 3 straight. Yeah, he won 4. Yeah, he won
Straight.
4 OAL titles, 3 straight
Yeah.
state.
Like, some guys,
finals,
they just
and a national championship.
yeah, they win. Like, some players win. Like, I didn't understand this till I got older. Like, winning players. Like, a lot of players, like, we don't talk about that. A lot of players get buckets, a lot of talent, but are you a winner?
Yeah, I give Q a little. I get on him a little bit. Not personally.
Yeah.
I've never met him in my life. Not personally, but
Oh.
in just basketball talk. I don't think I give him. I don't give him as much credit as everybody else does. Let's put it like that.
Right.
I
But
think
it's tough when you don't get these,
I think if you and him switch teams, you know, I don't think he does with Oakland High what you did, and I think you could very well do with Tech what he did.
Yeah, that's tough, though. That's tough because you drop anybody at Tech. you drop anybody at Tech, and they going. Shit, they going, man. That Tech team was tough, man. That Tech team was tough.
Yeah, we called him super young too. Quentin wasn't there, but Leon was there. DeMarche was there. Armando was there. Deuce was there, but we called him super young, and I'm so happy we did. Because I don't think we would. Because they were up on us. I don't know if you remember my senior year when we won it. They were up on us like 14 in the fourth quarter, but they didn't know how to finish yet, and so they were missing free throws. They were turning the ball over, and then they started fouling us. We got in the bonus, and once we get in the bonus, we just going to the rack, and you're gonna need to foul us or finish. And so we pulled it out. But I remember leaving that game thinking like these young bulls is gonna be solid.
Yeah, and they played together forever.
Yeah.
They played together forever, man. That was a team, man. That was a team.
So give us some parting
Good old
words,
day.
man. Getting out of here, man. We definitely appreciate you coming on. It's been a great conversation and just rehashing some of the stories, man. And again, I just hope that people realize how humble you are and how fun it was. I'll say it now, man. It was a pleasure playing on the same team as you. We won a championship together, and you played a huge part in that. And I have many memories and fond memories of teaming up with you, man. And I want you to know, like, as a senior and you a freshman at that time, hey, man, anything you ever need from me, man, it's all love.
Man, I appreciate y'all bringing me in, man. That started my career, man. Like, just y'all accepted me and, damn near coaching me and leading me. I appreciate it. I never told y'all that, but I appreciate that, man. That leadership you guys have, man, it was A1. It was definitely A1, man. Like, I could have been in many situations and had some dickheads as seniors and, like, man, who's this freshman? Y'all brought me in, man. I appreciate that, man. It's always good, man. Anytime, man. We need to do this again, man. It was fun.
Yeah.
We didn't get too deep.
Get a youngster some parting words.
Shit, just stick with it, man. Like, we all came from the same place, man. We come from the same place. Stick with it, because you can make it. You can make it. Look at Dane. That's all I say. Look at Dane. You can make it. You can make it, man. A lot of talent out there, OAL. And he's at the very top. We got a couple dudes like myself down there and a couple other pros, but, hey, you can make it. That's the biggest thing. Have positive people around you. You know, click up with the right people. You're not going to do it by yourself. It takes a community. Click up with the right people, man, and get it done.
Absolutely, man. We appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, we thank you guys for tuning in to another episode. Man, we hope you enjoyed it, man. I hope you guys loved it as much as I did hosting it. And, again, it just took me way, way back. So make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Rec Center. Feel free to DM us, Instagram, and inbox with any suggestions or guests you guys want to see, topics you want us to cover. For The Rec Center,